I'm Tyler, and this is my new channel, Duluth Junction Workshop. Today we're picking up a car that I've wanted for about 10 years, and it's right behind me in this barn. This is a 1973 Saab Sonnet 3 with a 1.7 liter V4 engine and a 4-speed freewheeling transaxle. So we just got some new tires on this thing, and we're going to take it out and put it on the trailer and go to Minnesota. But before we do that, I got to show you, the engine in the car is supposed to be modified, so we do have a spare stock engine as well. Let's take this on the trailer and take it out. So we've decided to make a detour at a true American icon, Carhenge in Alliance, Nebraska. If you've never been here, it's worth stopping by to walk around because they made Stonehenge out of cars. Enjoy. We're here in Sturgis, South Dakota at the Saab Heritage Car Museum, and here is the owner, Donney, and he'd like to tell us a little bit about a Sonnet here.
All right, well, first of all, I'm really not the owner. You're the owner. The public's the owner. We're set up as a public charity, so everybody owns this museum. It's not, Patti and I are just setting it up, but ownership belongs to the people. Anyway, we've got a 1974 Sonnet 3. So it was the last year of production of the Sonnet. This car is in the mellow yellow color, and it's sporting 44 actual miles. That'd be 0, 0, 0, 44 miles, not 44,000 like this car has 44,000 actual miles. This car only has 44 actual miles. It was owned by Bud and Martha Babcock of Willoughby, Ohio. They were a longtime Saab dealer and friends of ours. And we were able to acquire the car in the mid-90s. It had 33 miles when I bought it. Your Sonnet will be just like it when you're done, right?
Hopefully. What's the most surprising thing that you found in a car with 44 miles?
The smell.
Yeah.
The smell, for sure.
Nice.
Because it still smells new. I used to work in a dealer back in the 70s, and so I've smelt new Saabs before, new Sonnets before, and it has the new Sonnet smell, so that's pretty cool.
Would you mind if I take a whiff?
You want to smell my car?
Yeah, I kind of want to do.
It's kind of awkward, isn't it? I suppose, yeah. Go ahead and take a whiff.
All right.
He's gonna smell my car. It's kind of odd.
I'm curious now.
Oh yeah.
Quickly.
So smell that one. That's a Sonnet smell, plain and simple.
Smells good.
Yeah.
I like it.
And if you smell the new 100-mile car over there, you'll see what a 96 smelled like.
All right, I look forward to it.
They do have a different smell.
All right, thank you for showing us that, and we'll go around and maybe do a little video of the rest of the museum.
All right, awesome. Thanks for stopping by.
Hours away from home, southern Minnesota, and the running lights don't work. We still have brake lights and turn signals, but I checked all the fuses look good, and we're just gonna, roll in there with just hazards on for 3 hours and see how it goes. So wish us luck. We got home safely last night, so let's give this car a wash and see what we find. Now that most of the dirt and grime is gone, let's take a look at some of the issues. I can see this orange paint underneath the purple indicates that the front clamshell may have been replaced at some time. We also have some cracking around. Here's a crack that seems to generally go around the front of the car. Since these cars have freewheeling transmissions, I've heard that a lot of people went in front-end collisions because they would be freewheeling in fourth gear or whatever, come up to a stoplight and forget that their car is actually still in gear. When they come down to near a stop, it would actually jump forward and hit the car in front of them. Hopefully that didn't happen here, but you know, it happened to a lot of them. We also have some stress cracks around. They don't appear to be too deep to me, but they are there. There's something I'll have to deal with. We have some more stress cracks around the side. This door is a lot lighter, so I'm not sure what the deal is with that. And then we also have some interesting paint stuff going on in the quarter panel. So we have some dark magenta in here, which looks like the 1974 violet color in the cars, and that actually repeats inside the door jambs. I think it's a really cool color, and I want to keep the car that color, but I also have reason to believe that the car originally may have been California burgundy, and that's more similar to this red. So I'm not sure what happened. It may have gotten repainted at some time, but if you notice, this door jamb is also purple. The other issues, you know, I do have some gross gunk in the vent there, and then I have some gross stuff and pine needles and all kinds of crap underneath the cowl. So that'll have to come out. But otherwise, you know, it's got a couple cracks here and there, and it's a complete car, aside from that, you know, tail light. I was told that a log rolled into it where it was parked for a while. So here's a crack as well. Let's go take a look inside and see what we find in this thing. You can see the dashboard is actually pretty good right here. We have an equalizer, it looks like, hanging under there. And the door cards look pretty decent. The foam on top is pretty bad, and the steering wheel needs to be really dealt with because that foam is gone. So we have pieces from the taillight that broke. Piece of really messed up leather, and this looks like it could be a piece from the rear end. I think this might have gone on the very back end of the car. We have a wheel from an old Subaru. That's pretty awesome. If anyone wants that, let me know. The stock jack from the car, which slots this into the little pieces on the rocker, so that's really nice to have. It's a pretty weathered vent for the top of the dash. Another vent for some reason. Saab branded spare parts bag. Tiny button. I have no idea where it goes to, but we'll keep it around just in case. We also have a complete spare transaxle here. It's got a little bit of surface rust inside, but it appears that it might work. I believe that would be the freewheeling mechanism in there. What's in the glove box here? Tiny piece of paper with nothing on it. Great. Here is let's get my gloves off. Vehicle repair form. Inspection report, State of Colorado. Says a license number, a VIN, 73 Saab, of course we know that. The date is October 20th, 1990, and it says, congratulations, your vehicle's passed the Colorado Air Program. The mileage is recorded as 110,483 in 1990, and it's currently at It indicated 16911, so that's 117,000 miles. We have a mirror glass for the exterior mirror here, and spare fuses with Lucas Electrical System. Always nice to have. What else? This looks like a prop to hold the rear window open. Oh, there's a key too! Holy crap! We are in business now. Whenever you got a key in an old car, that's nice. Alright, let's get the vacuum out and pull some of this crap out. Here's what the trunk floor looks like. Since Sonnets have a battery that sits up here, the trunk floors almost always rot out right there, and that causes a big issue. So I'm gonna have to take care of that. I also see that there's a bunch of upholstery hanging down, and we have some moss actually growing on one of these padding areas or glue areas. Here's a view of the driver's side. I just spent a lot of time with the vacuum, and I've gone through pretty much the whole car. I've ended up taking out the side panels from the pillars here inside to get access to a little bit more dirt, and to make it a little easier on myself when I'm working in there, because these have been falling down a little bit anyway. I've also noticed inside here that there's a patch just about right here, a fiberglass patch. So I know this part of the car has been worked on at some point. It might explain some of the primer in here. I also pulled the seat out and the floor coverings and took a look at the flooring. It turns out the floors are in pretty good shape. A couple areas of rust to take care of, and I took a peek underneath. There's a little bit of rust underneath the engine bay, but looking pretty good, and I'm pretty satisfied so far. So next episode, I believe we're going to get this thing rolling. Actually, I thought the rear brakes were seized because the studs were too long for Steelies. So I put the alloys back on, and I got new studs coming for the Steelies. Easy. And get that up into the barn so we can work on getting it running after 20 years. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I plan to basically make this a nice revival with a good paint and go do some fun stuff with it. Please like, share, subscribe, and stick around for the next episode.